Kia ora, bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. So we're back with Chapter 2, Map 2 of Clash of Champions. This one is CAVALIER Event Quest. It's a skill-based map, and so we're bringing in Winter Soldier, Killmonger, and Void with that synergy, along with Captain Marvel and Colossus for the boss. So if you have a look here, basically the lines revolve around, you shake off a debuff, you get a Fury. Every time you shake it off, and with Killmonger and Void, we've got a lot of ability to shake that off. And then the boss is this new guy who looks like Iron Patriot, and it looks like he's got some sort of Incinerate, some sort of Shock. So I think Captain Marvel movie would be very, very good against him, but also Void would be good against him because of the Incinerate, and also Colossus because he's Shock immune. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear lane, and then we'll meet back up at the boss. Alright, I'll see you soon. So there's a whole lot of stuff here, and if you want to have a look through his abilities, so he's got Shock and Plasma, which become passive. He's locked on, gives him increased block proficiency. He starts to fight with an armor up. When it's active, he's immune to bleed and shock. If he's locked on, he locks on by being close to you for 12 seconds. And once it's ready, he can activate it by throwing a special. Every bar power, it lasts an additional second. It lasts longer against mutants, less against cosmics. Plasma effects opposed while locked on. Whenever he would crit, he would instead shock for 3 seconds. If lock on is not active, or he shocks an incinerated opponent, then that turns into plasma. If he finishes with a light attack and lock on is not active, he incinerates you, and that reduces block proficiency. The medium hit deals energy damage, the heavy deals a slow for 10 seconds, stopping unstoppable and evades. The SP1 refreshes lock on, heal blocks or passive heal blocks. The SP2 refreshes all plasma and deals a ton of energy damage. If lock on is active, if it's not active, then it inflicts a plasma debuff. And the SP3 activates lock on and slows the enemy for 28 seconds unless you have the natural class advantage, but also drains 1 bar power. And even more if with plasma. So what we'll do is we're going to experiment with Captain Marvel because she's quite energy sensitive, so she'll be able to get to binary ignition pretty quickly. Now the one thing is I don't know what his specials look like, but we're okay to take that shock damage, and we are armor breaking him as well. That's interesting. So we'll throw the SP2 here. I actually wanted to throw it without him blocking, but that's okay. And we'll take about half his life. Not sure what the SP2 is going to look like. Okay, that's interesting. Oh man, so I'm only evading 1. I gotta figure out how the evades work against him. But she doesn't do too bad there, I don't think. Let's go with Void, who is Incinerate immune and has a pretty deep health pool. And maybe we can work out what his specials look like. So I'm going to just try to push him to his SP1. Void is going to be pretty good for this as well, because this guy, once he's got armor, he takes reduced damage. Now, Captain Marvel movie could armor break and take that away. But if you don't have her, you probably want to use damage over time champs against this guy. So let's have a look. Alright. Just going to look at that again. He's going to hit. Okay, the SP1 isn't too bad to block, to be honest. So let's push a little bit further and have a look at the SP2. Have to watch the tape back and see how to evade that SP1 and the SP2. But you can just block it. It's not unblockable. It doesn't take up a lot of damage. And if you have willpower, that those shocks actually don't matter too much, because you are regenerating more than you're taking. I can't say the same for the incinerates, but 1, 2, interesting. Oh, that's not good. Throw that special. Getting pretty close here to finishing him off. Might just stick to the SP1. Okay, or we'll go for broke here. So he's not terrible, but yeah, needs a little bit of work. Just need to come back and figure out what the SP1 and the SP2 actually looks like and how to evade those reliably. So I'll probably do that a little bit later on in the month. But hopefully this helped, guys. If it did, like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And as always, share it with your team, share it with your alliance, and I'll see you in the next one. Kakite, no bros and girls.